Well, I think we can raise a lot more money because there's never been a time of greater wealth and greater prosperity in the world. And I would just like to see us take a small percent of all that wealth and use it to get every child in the world educated. You know, if every child in the world grows up with an education, the world is a much, much, much better place. And I mean, even for the environment, one of the biggest impacts on population growth on the planet is girls' education. And in societies where women are educated, they have 1 or 2 or maybe 3 children. In societies where girls do not go to school, they have, you know, they start having babies at age 15, and they have 6, 7, 8 children. And the number one reason, and this is to quote Bill Clinton at the Clinton Global Initiative this year, he said the main reason the population of the Earth will go from 6.5 billion to 9 billion is lack of education for women. So even I tell people who are environmentalists, if you're an environmentalist, one of the things you have to invest in is girls' education. Otherwise, we're going to double the size of the population on this planet.
So you focus on the girls' education?
Girls' education is one of the things we focus on, one of 3. We build schools, and that benefits boys as well as girls. We build libraries, and that benefits boys as well as girls. But then we also do girls' scholarships, because in the developing world, about 2/3 of those who are illiterate and 2/3 of those who are not in school are girls. And we think that that has to change, because if you don't educate women, you don't educate the next generation.
How would you envision a sustainable world? What would a world, how would you define a sustainable or happy world would be, maybe like in the next 5 or 10 years?
Well, as I was saying earlier, I think that one thing that we have forgotten when we talk about environmental protection long term, we have forgotten, it does not get discussed enough, the fact that if we live in a world where 500 million women are illiterate and they get married at a young age because they don't finish school, right now we all think that the planet cannot support the number of people we have on it. Yet we're going to add 3 billion people in the next 50 years. So if it's not sustainable now, how will it be sustainable with a 50% increase in the world's population? So if you go back to how you change that and you think truly, truly, truly long term, you have to make sure that every little girl in the developing world starts school and finishes school and gets educated, because over time there's a direct link between women's education and childbirth rates. The most advanced societies in the world, Japan, Sweden, Iceland, women are having 1 or 2 children. In sub-Saharan Africa, where only 1 of 5 women even starts 6th grade, women are having 6, 7, 8, 9 children. So if we actually care about the long-term future of the planet, we better not just do the obvious stuff like protect the rainforest. We better also get out there and get every little girl educated.